Yeah, hi there. This is Michael. I am the founder and the owner and the materials writer for the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I was getting ready to go to bed tonight, and I figured I'd go check my email one last time. And I had a sign up from someone from Colombia, but then I looked at this email and it said TOEFL speaking with 3 exclamation points. I'm like, wow, I better read this email. So let me read it again. So it says, hi, my name is Irina. I have a huge problem with the TOEFL speaking section. I need 26. I've already tried 4 times with 23 to 24 scores, which are not enough for me. I almost lose hope and I do not know what I'm doing wrong. I tried notefull and other YouTube videos, but no effect. I did templates. I try to speak clear with examples, but I keep getting 23. Please help me. What should I do to improve? Wow, this is fascinating. I'm happy that you sent me the email. Now, first of all, I'm going to disagree with you a little bit. You do know what you're doing wrong, because when you take the TOEFL test, you get a score report. And the score report will give you a score with your speaking section. It will tell you how you're doing on the independent speaking tasks, and it will tell you what you're doing on the integrated speaking tasks. So it does tell you what you're doing wrong. Now, let's take a look at what your score means and see if this is going to make some sense to you. And also, of course, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I can help you improve your TOEFL speaking. First of all, let's look at the rubrics. So if you score around 23 to 24 points, let me tell you what some of your problems are right now. Okay, first of all, in terms of your general description, you have answered the speaking task, but you have not fully developed your ideas. Your speech is mostly understandable, but you have some awkward pauses as you express your ideas, right? So these are some of the things that you're doing that are giving you the score you're getting right now. In terms of pronunciation, your speech is mostly clear with some fluidity of expression, but you have minor difficulties with pronunciation, intonation, or pacing, which are noticeable and require listener effort at times. However, your overall intelligibility is not significantly affected. So you definitely have some pronunciation problems that you want to work on. Now, in terms of grammar and language use, your response displays fairly natural sounding grammar and vocabulary and fairly coherent expression of ideas. However, sometimes your response demonstrates imprecise or incorrect use of vocabulary or grammar structures, or you are limited in the range of structures used in that you have a tendency to use basic grammar. Some of these problems affect your overall fluency, but these problems do not affect the communication of your ideas. Now, in terms of topic development, your response is mostly coherent and conveys relevant information to the task. However, development of your response is limited in that you need to more fully explain your ideas and use more specific details to support your generalizations. Sometimes relationships between your ideas are not immediately clear. Okay, so is this starting to sound familiar to you? Your TOEFL score report will tell you what some of your difficulties are on the speaking section. So most likely, Irina, you have some problems with pronunciation, you may have some problems with grammar and language use, and you may have some problems with your topic development, at least according to the score that you got. Now, the next question is, how do you get better? Now, the fact that you took the TOEFL 4 times, and 4 times you're getting a similar score is a little bit troublesome. It looks like you have hit a wall. Now, when you hit a wall, you have to think about, what can I do differently? right? Is there something I can do differently that will help me get past the score that I'm getting right now? Now, a famous inventor in American culture, his name is Albert Einstein. He once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, right? So I want you to think outside the box a little bit right now. Now let's talk about my online TOEFL course. So really that's part of your question is. And first of all, I have really probably 3 things that you might be interested in, and I'm telling you though, I make absolutely no guarantees. I cannot guarantee I will help you pass the TOEFL in 30 days. However, it is very likely I can help you pass in 90 days. But again, I cannot guarantee anything. The TOEFL test is very difficult, and your success depends on you. Not me, not anybody else. You determine your success. What I do is I help students. In terms of speaking, I have really 2 things. In my online TOEFL course, Irina, I have a pronunciation section. Now, during the pronunciation part of my course, you complete 2 different pre-tests and a post-test, and during that time, you actually begin working on improving your pronunciation of the following areas: vowel sounds, consonant sounds, grammatical word endings and syllable division, word stress, sentence rhythm, intonation, and thought groups and blending. Now, in total, that's about 50 hours of instruction to help you improve your pronunciation. And I have a feeling that this is probably your wall, is you speak and you communicate in English, but you're not communicating clearly enough for the IBT human raters. You're making them work too hard for them to understand your ideas, and that's preventing you from getting above that 26-point threshold. So that's the one thing that I recommend. So you definitely want to go through my pronunciation section of my course and get feedback from me to see how you're doing. Now, the second thing is in the speaking section of my course, I have 30 independent speaking practice tests, and I have 20 integrated speaking practice tests. And my basic rule is you can complete 1 speaking and 1 writing practice test per day as long as you're a subscriber to my service. That's what you want to do immediately. You need to begin posting speaking practice tests and getting feedback from me or one of my IBT human raters to see your progress. So the basic thing is, it is a battle, it is a war for you to get where you want to be. It is really a battle. We can do this, you can do this. I think a combination of working through my pronunciation and my speaking sections, and remember that I may have to recommend some things that you may need to study in my vocabulary area. I may refer you to my grammar section for some additional study. And by working in those areas, you can definitely improve your overall fluency of American English. Now, all of this, everything I'm saying here, is only $35 for 1 month. That's it. So I have a very, very inexpensive service. Now, once you subscribe and become one of my students, after your first speaking practice test or your first pronunciation practice test that you do, now you can make the decision. I do have an additional service. The additional service allows you to get complete private instruction from me. I allow you to post up to 3 practice tests per day, and you get feedback, complete feedback on all of my pronunciation lessons. So if you think you need that extra feedback and you want to work with me more individually, remember I have over 330 TOEFL lessons, right? In the vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, speaking, and writing sections, right? But if you think you need that additional service, I do have an additional service to help you one-on-one with your pronunciation and your speaking of American English. And you can learn more about that once you become one of my students. So the minimal cost for you right now is only $35 a month. And I think we can, I have a good feeling that we can get you going where you need to go. I have helped many students reach 26, but I'm not going to tell you that all my students have reached 26 out of 30 on the speaking, because that's not true. But many of my students have reached that goal, and I'm hopeful that you can also reach that goal. So it will be really a really big fight on your part, and as you complete your practice test, I'll be giving you scores, evaluating, and pointing out what your problem areas are, even recommending lessons that you can focus on to improve your weak areas. So that's pretty much all I need to say to you right now. But anyway, I feel your pain. I know where you're coming from. I get emails similar to yours on a week-to-week basis, and I don't want you to lose hope. You do not need to lose hope. You will pass the TOEFL. You will reach 26. The question is, how long is it going to take, and how painful will it be for you to reach that goal? If you're tough, both mentally and physically, you will be able to reach this goal. But you have to believe in yourself, right? The fact that you sent me this email gives me hope, because it means you refuse to give up. You're a fighter. Let's face it here. You've taken the test 4 times. 23 to 24 has been your scores. Are you going to give up? No. You're still searching on the internet for the answer. You're still trying to find somebody who can help you reach that goal. And I'm telling you, I am that somebody, but you have to be the person who is willing to do the work to get the job done, and I can guide you along the process to help you reach your goal. But you got to promise me, if you become one of my students, you have to refuse to give up. Giving up is not an option for you at this point. You need to pass this TOEFL, you need to move on with your life and do other things. The TOEFL is but a small stepping stone in your life, helping you to achieve greater things down the line. All right? Anyway, thank you very much, and have a great night.